Hi, my name is Sonia Ross. I'm a psychotherapist, intuitive messenger, and author. And today I'm going to be doing a reading for those who have the life path number one. I'm a student of numerology, and I believe that numbers are amazing. And they have so much to tell us if we understand this ancient science. And numerology is kind of always in the shadows because a lot of people forget about it because they like astrology better. But I love numerology because it's fairly simple, but it's very, very powerful and insightful. And so to find out what your life path number is, this number is only for life path numbers. If to find out for what life path number one is, you add up your birth month by the number, your birthday by the number, and your birth year. You add up all of the numbers and you bring them to a single digit. So if you add up January 12th, 1972, and you get a double digit, you take that double digit down to a single digit. And this is for those who have the life path number of one. So all those with the life path number one, one of their journeys is about being true to themselves, their individual nature. They can be very, very individualistic, and their path is usually about finding the balance with individualism. And yeah, so ones are like, you can read up about it, some good resources, but you can read up. The ones are kind of, they can be very individualistic, very logical. They're go-getters. They're usually they can be very laser, like a laser beam. Think of a one, can have like a penetrating quality into you. Um, and so they can have that type of energy. So this reading is for those with the life path number one. And so the first card is the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords seems must be a theme for January because this card came up in another reading I did. And so we have the Two of Swords. Then we have the Queen of Cups. And then we have the Chariot. And then we have the Lovers. Okay. So those of us, I'm not a one, I'm nine, but those people who have the life path one, there's going to be some decisions. This is you starting off, right? You're starting off of the month at a crossroads. There's a decision that you need to make. You know, you're going to be really looking at some things that have been challenging you, and you're really trying to figure out which direction should you go in. But Spirit is saying not to get intimidated by that because many of you, this is the Queen of Cups, and she's the master of her emotions. Don't get intimidated by the crossroads that you're at because you have the ability to emotionally navigate this situation. You have ability to emotionally navigate this situation, and that's going to help you to move forward with the Chariot. And so the Chariot has to do with strength, will, and determination. It's a very powerful card because he's driving. What does he got here? Well, I think here he has horses. In the Rider-Waite Tarot, he has like sphinxes or something like that. So yeah, so it's a card of action. So there's going to be a lot of energy for you this month in moving forward in a way, in a direction that is very, very important to you. There's going to be whatever decisions you come to, you're going to move forward with a mastery of your emotions. You're going to just understand how to move forward with your emotions, and you're going to move forward with a lot of energy and a lot of strength, will, and determination. And then we have the Lovers cards. So I've heard that YouTube doesn't like nudity, so I'm just going to show you the card. We'll see what happens. So this is the Lovers card. Hmm. And so whatever you're getting ready to move into with strength, will, and determination is going to bring about new relationships, new unions, new unity. Now it's called the Lovers card, and when I do readings for people, I don't interpret this always as romantic. A lot of times, this is my card for spirit and people being because as you see in the card, there's an angel above it. And so for me, this is my card of connecting to higher wisdom. So I don't use it as like two people being in love. I use it as a union people can be making with spirit. So let me see if spirit has anything else to say. Those on the life path one, they have to be very deliberate in with their decision making right now. That whatever decisions you have to make, you have to be very calm as you make them. Don't be impulsive. Be very deliberate. Spirit is saying to be very, very deliberate. And, you know, that calmness and deliberation, that's what you get with the Queen of Cups, because she's very calm and deliberate. Yes, things are emotions. As you see, where is she? She looks like she's in Venice. She's like in a puddle. She's surrounded by water. One foot is in the water. She has dolphins on her side, and she just has one foot on the water and one foot on a small piece of land. Okay. So Spirit is saying, let that anchor you. It's okay for one foot to be in the waters, and you can be emotional about certain situations. Keep yourself very, very grounded and keep one foot on dry, solid land. So Spirit is saying, be very, very deliberate about the decisions you're getting ready to make. Like, you're going to have a decision to make. Those on a life path number one, they're going to have a decision to make. But be very deliberate and be in control of your emotions. And that'll help you a great deal. Yeah, deliberation and steadiness will help you to manage the situation emotionally. Don't get freaked out. Do everything you can to keep yourself calm. And then once you've made your decision, move forward with your decision with strength and will. You will move forward with strength and will. But you can't move forward with strength and will if you're freaked out and you're all over the place. Self-determination will be key here. Some people may misunderstand your determined nature and your strength of will. They may misunderstand it, but it's important that you understand it and you understand that you're doing what's best for your head and your heart. And the thing about life path one is that they can be so much in their head, they're not connected enough with their heart. Makes sense. And that's why you have to be connected with your heart and your emotions. And like having a mastery of your heart and emotions does not mean that you are suppressing them. You have to have balance, because this is a one all day. Very driven, very eye on the prize. I have a goal, I have an accomplishment, I have a goal, I have something I want to accomplish. I'm not going to let anything stop me. I'm just going to go straight ahead, and nothing anyone says or does can get in the way. And I am not going to really take anybody else's opinion into consideration, because I only care about what's happening for me. And so ones can be a little out of balance, but Spirit is saying, whatever happens here, don't react impulsively. Be very methodical and deliberate in the decisions that you make, while also being a master of your emotions, like the Queen of Cups. Because you have to do both of these. You have to have a mastery of your emotions so that you can move forward with strength, will, and determination. Like, you need all of the pieces. You can't just be in your one energy and be like, okay, I'm just going to be like in my head, because a lot of y'all are out of balance because you can be so much in your head, so driven and so pinpointed with your focus that it's to the exclusion of other things. Not all of you, because some of you in the reverse, you're working towards that energy. Some of you have the energy of, I'm going to just, depending on the numbers that surround it, if you have certain numbers that surround the one life path heart number, it can be, you struggle to put yourself first. You struggle to be independent because you're too busy thinking about the needs of others. But regardless of which, it's important that you have balance, and you're not overly emotional and you're not underly emotional. Underly is not a word, so don't quote me on that. But you have to always have balance in all things. And that when you have balance, you'll have the unity that's within. Spirit, the lovers, masculine, feminine. That's what Spirit's saying here. This lovers card is not about people. It's about masculine and feminine energies, and how when these energies are balanced, we can move closer to Spirit. We can move closer to the angels. We can move closer to our spirit guides, our deceased loved ones, all that is there for us to connect with. Okay, Spirit, is there anything else? Just again, emphasizing that you having a balance in your emotions will be very key in this time. But I think in this case, they're talking about, don't go into your heads like 100% and forget about your heart. There has to be balance between the head and the heart. Has to be balance between the masculine and the feminine. There has to be balance because there's a lot of twos here. Look, Two of Swords, the Chariot. This is not a two per se, but he's driving forward with two things, masculine and feminine, head and heart, right? Okay. Oops. Again, self-determined and willpower are very important, but not at the sake of your heart. Don't forget about your heart ones. For my ones out there, life path one, don't forget about your heart, because you have to have balance in order to connect with the divine. And Spirit is saying through your heart, you'll be able to connect with the divine within. You can only connect with the divine within through your heart. Tapping on my heart, right? You can only be done through your heart. Okay. So I was shuffling the deck. I think that's all Spirit has to say as far as the tarot cards. And so we're going to move to the angel cards. And so I'm shuffling the deck, and when I shuffled, this card just struck me. And I feel like this is important. It says clear, cancel, and release. Okay. The other card I got is strength and guidance. This is a great card. Definitely gives me one energy because y'all can be very, very strong in your energetic presence. So let's see what Spirit has to say about clear, cancel, and release. What would you like to say, Spirit? So for ones, you're going to be moving into a space where you have to clear, cancel, and release any patterns that held you back in the past. You have to clear, cancel, and release all patterns that held you back in the past. Even if there were patterns that helped you be successful, they helped you being successful in one area of your life, but it didn't help you be successful in other areas. So Spirit is saying, it's time to let those things go. Let the things go that don't serve you. Let the things go that have impaired you from having more holistic relationships, more balanced relationships. So Spirit is saying you need to clear, cancel, and release all of those things. Maybe some things from childhood, certain things around family members. Those in the life path number 1 for the month of January 2024. Releasing things from the past, especially rooted in childhood, it'd be very, very important. Because what I'm getting, like all these cards, these are like the adult self, what you're trying to manage on an adult level. But the clear, cancel, release, these are things that are in your subconscious, unconscious mind. Subconscious, unconscious, you know what I mean. These are things that are rooted in your childhood that you have to now release and let go of. Because again, unless you release and let go of them, you're not going to be able to connect with the divine. You're not going to be able to balance your masculine and feminine energies. You're not going to be able to balance your head and your heart. Because we're in a season where, the earth is about duality, and you have to balance your head and your heart. You have to balance your light and your shadow. You have to balance your masculine and your feminine energies. It's not about gender or sexuality. We all have masculine and feminine energies, and most of us are out of balance. It's just the nature of living in this world. Sometimes we have to be in one more than the other in order to survive. The Spirit is saying we have to bring them both back into balance, and that for some of you, there's some things that have happened in your childhood that you have to clear, cancel, and release. For some of you, this has to do with things that happened when you were small children. I'm definitely getting something that happened to male bodies when they were children, because I see in my mind a small boy. Okay. Is there anything else you want to say about that? Okay, for life path number 1, releasing childhood trauma will be very important at this time. It has been a detrimental operating system for many of you. It has been undermining the real work you're here to do. That it has, closed you off in certain ways and not allowed the true version of who you are come forward. Like some of you have been so much in your one energy as far as your life path number that it has not allowed the other energies that you hold in your chart, which of course I don't know because I haven't read your chart, but it is not allowing some of the other energies that you're holding in your chart to come forward. So it's just something to think about. And I know releasing, as a psychotherapist, I know working through childhood trauma can be very difficult, especially for people in male bodies. But it's work that we all have to do because if we don't do that work, we'll never be able to make the most integrated connection with spirit. We have to do that work. We have to. It's a must. There's no skipping it. There's no, praying it away. There's no meditating it away. There's no hermitage away. You're going into a hermitage and, ignoring the stuff. You have to do it. That's you. The reason you have it as part of your past is because it needs to be healed. You can't erase parts of your life story. You have to take care of it. Is there anything else you want to say about that, spirit? So I'm going to move on to strength and guidance. So as you work to heal the childhood trauma, life path 1, as you work to heal the childhood trauma, remember you are surrounded by so much spiritual support. You are surrounded by so much spiritual support. You have no idea the beings that are surrounding you. Angels, spirit guides, teachers, healers, helpers in non-physical bodies, ancestors who are well, wise, and benevolent, intergalactics, different beings, ascended masters. You have a treasure trove support, but you have to be connected to spirit. You have to call on it and ask it for help, and we'll be there to guide you. We are never alone. I know this world makes us feel that we're alone, but we're never really alone. Never, ever, ever. And there's so much there to guide us, to show its love for us, but we just have to call on it and invite it in because it will only come in with permission. Okay? So yeah, spirit is saying strength and guidance is all around you. You just have to call on it. And this is not about friends and family and stuff like that. This is about spirit. Strength and guidance is all around you. The strength and guidance is real. It's not made up. It's not make believe. It's not something people tell themselves. It is real. Your spirit just is saying strength and guidance, strength and guidance. Whatever you're working through, strength and guidance. Because remember, we have the adult being at a crossroads, having to make a difficult decision, needing to be in control of their emotions so they can move forward in a steady way with self-determination and balance their masculine and feminine energies, connect to spirit. That's the adult. You have to work on the childhood stuff. Clear, cancel, and release. You don't do it in here. You do it in your heart. You do it by getting help, you getting support, and knowing that you have this external support, therapy, whatever you want to do. But by getting support, but also knowing you have to call on your spiritual support. You have to call on your spiritual team. And one of the beautiful things you can do is call on your angels. Call on your angels. They're always there. They'll only come in with permission. Just call on your angels. Everybody has a guardian angel, a birth angel, however you want to call it. Call on them. They're always around and they want to help you. And if you just call on your birth angel, call on your guardian angel, just call on them. They're always around. And if you want, you can have as many angels as you want. And they are so helpful. I work with my angels. They're so helpful. Excuse me. And as I've been working with my angels, my life has felt smoother. I mean, it was feeling pretty smooth, thank God, because I've done a lot of work, but it felt even smoother. And when I have difficulty with relationships or anything like that, I call on my angels. I say, please, my angels, talk to that person's angels. My spiritual team, talk to that person's spiritual team. allow please facilitate communication. Please, bring healing into my life. Whatever you need, your angels are there. So even if you don't really have a spiritual belief system or whatever, calling on the angels is just a beautiful, beautiful entryway. And because they just want to love us and they just want to surround us with love. And if you do know about spirit guides, wonderful. I work with mine too. Shout out to my spiritual team. Or if you don't know anything about spiritual guides, it's okay. You don't have to have all answers. Call on your angels. They'll come immediately to your support, and your spiritual guides, even though you may not know them, they're still working on your behalf, trying to send you messages of love and encouragement and guidance. Okay, so I'm just going to read from the book again. I'm going to read you the formal messages of clear, cancel, delete, since I read you my intuitive messages. Okay. Clear, cancel, and release. You're being guided to clear your life and energy of any negative or challenging people, situations, or events. It's time to release any old ideas, negative thought patterns, or even sarcastic comments you may be using to put yourself down. Angel wisdom wants you to know and realize the power of your words, thoughts, and intentions. If you are saying something even jokingly about yourself that might have a negative effect on you, or express something you wish wasn't real, you are being encouraged to be more loving towards yourself. Angels are guiding you to clear, cancel, and release anything you no longer want or need in order to make more room for love, positivity, and peace. Extended message. Whenever you have a negative thought or say something you then wish you hadn't, you have the capacity to remove the idea or energy from your own energy by saying the powerful affirmation, clear, cancel, release. Angels are ready and willing to help you clear anything that could be standing between you and inner peace. You got to deal with the childhood stuff because it'll stop us from experiencing clarity and inner peace. When you draw this card, you'll also be encouraged to clear any clutter from your life. If there's dust building up or stuff accumulating in your home, office, car, or anywhere else, you spend time, clear it now. When you clear physical space, you clear psychic space as well. Making these simple changes will clear your energy and open you up to experiencing a sense of clarity and freedom. Okay. Ashe. Strength and guidance. Strength and guidance. Don't underestimate the power of your soul. You are a strong and resilient soul with the capacity to rise above any challenge. Divine intervention is taking place at this time. Whatever is occurring in your life is providing a real learning curve for your soul. You're becoming more and more aware of what will lead you to fulfill your purpose and what will divert you from your joy. Your angel guide is encouraging you to recognize that the feelings that are coming to you now are guidance that will help you to understand the steps you need to take and the moves you need to make in order to be aligned with abundance and support. Extended message. Angels are encouraging you to dig deep and hold your station. If you are wondering what the next step is, know that it will be revealed in due course. Don't change your plans or your vision or your goals for anyone. This is not a time to take drastic action, but to remain committed and strong. Keep up the good work. Angels are encouraging you to recognize the power of your prayers and intentions at this time. Recognize, too, that angels are with you and willing to guide you on your journey. The universe itself is with you. If you trust in it, you will draw down the power of the cosmos, and the right steps will be revealed in such a way that it will be effortless for you to take them. No, it is not your job or duty to know everything that's unfolding, just to take one step at a time until the solution and outcome are revealed. Have faith. Positive things are happening for you. Okay. And so with that, Life Path 1, I wish you well, and I hope you have a wonderful January. And we're going to conclude things here. My name is Sonia Ross, psychotherapist, intuitive messenger, and author. And if you like this video, please give it a like, leave your thoughts in the comments, click the subscribe, and click the notification bell. And I hope to see you again soon. All my blessings. Peace.